Hello fellow wanderers. Our day 2 on the Pembrokeshire Coast Path. Donks and I are already feeling the weight and wonder of this ancient landscape. And as we prove once again that enthusiasm can overcome both common sense and tired legs. Now after several months of meticulous planning, we parked in the wrong car park at Newport. The good news is that it's a shorter walk today, but a longer one tomorrow. Much longer. Never mind. After tramping along a bright but chilly cliff top, we reached the eerie chasm of Wrach, the witch's cauldron, where, disappointingly, no actual witches were found brewing tea or offering foot massages. Rugged, wild and increasingly warm cliff top walking followed, before we reached the waterfall at Pwll. In short order, we picked a lovely spot high on the cliffs, looking down on the golden sands of Cleft below Newport, and the wrong car park. Join us for another ponytail pensioner and donks walk along the magical Pembrokeshire Coast Path. This should be a nice one today, he says cheerfully, which roughly translates into, there will be moments where you question your life choices. We begin it in Moylgrove, or Trewyddel if you prefer the poetic Welsh version, which I do. A place so peaceful that even the birds seem to be speaking in hushed tones. We set off, and the path quickly reminds us that Pembrokeshire does not believe in level ground. It is either up or down, and more often it seems it is up. Before long we reached Cwm Bay, a rugged little cove. The cliffs loom above us, and I try not to dwell on the fact that they look like they are just waiting for the right moment to crumble dramatically into the sea. Donks feels the same way. We continue along the path to the witch's cauldron, a collapsed sea cave filled with emerald green water that looks like the perfect place for a mythical creature to emerge from. I peer over the edge and I speculate about what might be lurking beneath. Donks, on the other hand, takes several cautious steps back, deciding that some mysteries are best left unsolved. We've got this glorious stretch of cliffs to walk over the top of.
You can see where you're going and it looks formidable, but then when we're out there with that lighthouse is flashing and we look back, we'll have a sense of achievement.
Beautifully put. That's exactly it. One of the great things of coast walking, one of the great joys, is you can see what's ahead of you, but you can also see what you've done. Do you know, there's few things more pleasing than a coast path walk on a day like this. Utterly splendid. And Donks is piling along as per. Well, that was a climb. Short and thankfully over. Whew. And it's definitely the headland that keeps on giving. A little way to go yet. Not a huge distance off Walk's End, sadly, on a day like this, but the forecast is good. And coming into view is tomorrow's walk, so dead ahead can see it in its profile is Dinas Island, Innis Dinas. That asymmetric headland, a steep slope facing the waters of the St George's Channel, and a gentle back slope. Covered as always in these parts with pasture. And we shall round that tomorrow. Donks and I will round that on our next walk. I want to talk about the headland paradox. So I've been consulting the map as Andy and I have tramped along the Pembrokeshire Coast Path, thinking to myself, looking ahead, that's the last headland before Newport. Trewyddel. And I thought it was the one I'm just on now. Alas, it ain't. Is this one the last headland? It's kind of one of those little conundra that you face as a coast path walker. Unless you're religiously looking at the map, you kind of get a feeling for where your walk is going to end. And in my case, that feeling is almost inevitably incorrect. So, a little bit further to go, and where's the harm in that? Still, by Donks and I standards, this is a short walk today, but it's a short but glorious one. Absolutely glorious. So I think round this headland, which requires some serious up and over work, should be more or less it. Maybe. 400 feet drop of cliff here. You kind of walk along here concentrating fairly hard on sticking to the path. Ooh, indeed. Well, I guess we're at the last significant feature on this stretch. This is a waterfall apparently, but with the lack of rain recently I don't expect it to be much evident. So this is Pwll. Good to go with my humble, ever so humble noodle of pot. Oh, this is a delightful spot right on the footpath. Oh fuck! Well, I mix the what looks like liquid hydrocarbon into my noodles, but we'll give it a go. Edible. Okay, it's serving a purpose compared to the bacon feast yesterday. This is Conference League. The end of the walk beckons. That's it over there. Trewyddel, town on the beach, Newport. I'm just walking by the edge of the links here at Trewyddel. Very few people out playing, which is remarkable. Golf's a funny old game. Churchill famously said it was a nice walk spoiled. I also like Robin Williams' takedown of the game of golf. The memorable line after he describes the ludicrous difficulty of golf. And you got to do it 18 fucking times! Robin Williams, a force for good. And that brings a close to my Pembrokeshire Coast Path Walk 2. And I'm ready for the next one. Which will be somewhat longer. Just I'm almost back at the car park. My walking buddy Donks is already there, and the car is primed to zoom off to go and get mine at Moylgrove. So good car parking. Only trouble is, for reasons best known to the pair of us, we parked here, which is the wrong car park. So we've got an additional couple of miles to add to our planned total walk tomorrow. Never mind. Thanks for tagging along. I do really appreciate it. Parking info and an ordnance survey map are tucked down below in the description if you fancy walking it yourself. And there's a whole rucksack full of videos on the channel, and I usually add a new one most Saturdays, unless I'm lost, soaked or still in the pub. Subscribe and follow me. I'm Steve, the Ponytail Pensioner, and let's keep wandering.